Good morning, class. Myself, Khaja Sharif, and I am Associate Professor in IT Department, MLRIT institution. And we are going to discuss about the cryptography and information security. Okay. So this is the subject which you are having in the fourth semester, and the subject will contain the following elements. Mainly, we are going to discuss in this cryptography and information security. You can see here, if you observe, the subject contains the cryptography concept and information security concept. Both are different but related concepts. So coming to the cryptography, cryptography is nothing but there are different methods which are used to hide the information, which we call as cryptography. And coming to the information security, in the information security, we are going to provide different mechanisms to secure our system or to secure our network, which should not be attacked by the intruders. So the complete subject, we are going to discuss these things only. What are the different types of attacks, how the attackers will attack on our information or on our systems, and how to prevent the attacks. What are the security mechanisms we are having, what are the security services we are having. We are going to discuss these things in entire subject. So let's start the subject where the first topic we are having in this first chapter is introduction. In this introduction, we will discuss the definitions, main definitions which we are going to use in our computer subject. Cryptography and information security are computer security, network security, and internet security. So coming to the what is computer security, what is network security, and what is information internet security means how to secure the data, where we are securing the data. Based upon that, we have defined these three. If the data is available in a single computer, in your computer, that is laptop or desktop, and if you want to secure that information, you want to protect that information from others, then we are going to use the security mechanism which we call as computer security. So that computer security, what it will do? It will not allow other users to access your computer and access your data. That is computer security. Coming to the network security, it will provide the security while we are transmitting the data within the network. So while you are sending some message from one system to another system, so while transmitting that data, that network should be secure. If you provide any mechanism to secure that particular single network, then it is called network security. And advanced one, next one we are having is internet security. In the internet security, what we are going to do is we are going to secure the multiple networks. So in the previous network security, what we have done, we have taken only one network as a secure. Here what we are going to do is multiple networks are going to be secured so that we can transmit the data from one network to another network if those networks are interconnected. So this interconnection can be done by using our internet. Okay. So like that, if you secure multiple networks at a time by using any security mechanism, then it is called a internet security. So like that, we can provide the security in different levels based upon our requirements. If you require the security to only one computer, then we'll go for computer security. If we require the network, only one network to be secure, then we go for network security. And if we require the internet security, complete different networks, then we go for the internet security. But you can observe one point here. In all these three security methods, we are going to protect only one thing. That is nothing but data. So whether you take computer, network or internet, anyway, what we are going to secure? We are going to secure the information. That is data, nothing but information. So information security means we are going to consider all these things. So that is the information security which we are having. Next, aim of this course mainly security. We will provide the internet security, and we are going to provide the security while we are transmitting the data from one place to another place, and we also provide the security when we are going to have the storage of information. So when we store the data in one desktop or one system, then we should provide the security to that particular system only. So all these three types of securities we are going to discuss in this information security concept. Then why we require these security mechanisms or services? So if you observe the security trends means it is the log record or history of the computer systems which are attacked or which are unprotected or which are going to be attacked by the intruders or hackers. So here you can see that they can use different ways to attack these things. So in the earlier 90s, if you observe this chart, in the earlier 90s, what happens means the data or knowledge required for intruders. Intruders means here nothing but the person who want to access our system or our data unauthorizedly. So unauthorizedly, if you want to access, anyone want to access our data means they are called as intruders who can enter into our systems and steal the data. So here, to intruders does not require high level knowledge in 1990. Highly skilled professionals only consider as intruders who can able to access the data from other computers. But while the technology is increasing in 2009, if you observe here 2001, low. So what is the low here? Intruder knowledge. So intruder knowledge is not required. So the person does not require high level skills to steal the information. So simply they can use the tools and they can install their tools in the computer and they can steal the information from others' computers. So what happens here? Intruder knowledge, much knowledge is not required for intruder system. So that is a big challenge for us, so that we can't find that which person is intruder and which one is genuine person. So that's why we are going to define different mechanisms, security mechanisms, which are having the high level security mechanisms, which will protect our system. If you observe the security trends graph, the another axis you can observe here, we are going to have the attacks. So attacks which are affected, how much effect will be happened because of those attacks. So initially at this lower length, so attacks will be very less impact we are going to have. So why we are having less impact means we are going to have very different security mechanisms and different security services which will be providing security for us. That's why we are going to have less impact on our data. So that is the concept of security trend. So that's why we should learn about the security. So how the security should be given for our systems and how there is going to be access or how we are going to prevent the intruders, how secure our system is there. These knowledge should be there as a computer science students. Okay. So once we complete these security trends, then we will move forward to the next concept. If you observe, it is a OSI architecture, security architecture. So what is OSI security architecture? The OSI security architecture will define a mechanism which will identify which level of security is required by an organization. So you can see here what it tells me. It will define a mechanism which will tell us which level of security is required by an organization or by a company. So if you have a system, so which level of, based upon our information securities or based upon the information privacy, we will decide that which level of security is we require, whether we require the low level security, or we require the middle security, or we require the high security. So based upon these architecture only, we can identify the which type of security we require. So this architecture mainly consists of three main things. One is security attacks, then security mechanisms, and security services. So here what we are going to do is, in the security attacks, first we will identify that what are the different types of threats we are going to have for our system. Based upon those threats only, we are going to based upon those threats only, we are going to provide the different security mechanisms and security functions. So here, what we are going to have is, we are going to provide security based upon the attacks. First, we have to get the knowledge about the attacks, which type of attacks there will be there for our computer, and how, which type of mechanisms are there which will prevent these attacks, and build a security services by using that security mechanism. So that is called as a security architecture. So we'll see these three definitions of our security architecture. In the security architecture, if you observe, security attacks, security mechanisms, and security services. So security attacks will be defined like that: any action, okay, so any action that compromises the security of an organization will be called as an attack. Okay. So action or any event which is performed which will compromise the security of information, then it is called as a security attack. So that may be data deletion. Any person knowingly want to delete some data, or any person want to modify some information of the company. If any person want to block the server requests of the company, then it is called as a security attack. Then next we are having security mechanism. This security mechanism will provide a process. A security mechanism will be a process which is designed to detect and delete and recover the security from the security attack. So whenever the security attack, any security attack is occurred, immediately the security mechanism is the application which will identify the attack, and which will delete the attack, which will prevent the attack, and it will recover the data whichever lost in this attack. That is called a security mechanism. So here, for every specific attack, we are going to have a different mechanism. Okay. So each type of attack, one different mechanism will be there which will prevent that particular attack. Then next we are going to have the security services. So if you observe these security services, in these security services will be the combination of multiple security mechanisms. So here multiple security mechanisms will be combined together based upon the company requirement, organization requirement. So organization will use that if for our organization maybe these type of attacks are going to be occurred. So based upon those type of attacks, we are going to design all the security mechanisms which are going to prevent those type of attacks, and combine all those mechanisms, and we will consider that one as a security service which will provide it to our organization. So this is the security service concept. So these are the two things which we will have in this first class. We will have seen the introduction to our security, and next we have seen the OSI architecture. And in this architecture, security attacks, security mechanisms, and security services we have seen. So in the next class, we will see the security, different types of attacks and mechanisms, all kind of mechanisms we will observe. Okay. So good. So that's all for this class.